The NCAA championships for women's got more viewership than the NCAA championship for men. Caitlin Clark. Rob, can you pull up the foul on Caitlin Clark and what's happened with the frenzy? We own a WNBA team. You know what we're doing right now? We're sitting there, we're like, oh, man.
Caitlin Clark just broke a record that's got the WNBA shaking in their sneakers, but instead of celebrating, some are throwing a fit. What's got them so worked up? Let's break down the drama that's rocking women's basketball. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. Just as the confetti settled, a storm was brewing in the WNBA. Ever wonder what happens when a rookie threatens to outshine the veterans before even joining their ranks? The league's response to Clark's moment might surprise you. Caitlin Clark's record-breaking performance didn't just light up the scoreboard, it set off a firestorm in the WNBA. While some players and officials were quick to offer genuine praise, others seemed to throw what can only be described as a tantrum fit. It's like Clark accidentally stepped on a hornet's nest, and now the whole league is buzzing. Let's break it down. On one side, you've got WNBA stars like Aya Wilson and Nafisa Collier giving Clark her flowers. They're all about celebrating this incredible achievement and what it means for women's basketball. But then, out of nowhere, you've got this undercurrent of what looks like jealousy or maybe even fear from some corners of the league. You might be wondering what's got these pros so rattled. Well, it's not just about breaking a record. Clark's not just good, she's a game changer. We're talking about a player who's bringing an NFL-level viewership to women's college basketball. That's the kind of star power that can shake up the entire landscape of a sport.
Caitlin Clark. Rob, can you pull up the foul on Caitlin Clark and what's happened with the frenzy?
Kennedy Carter now with 12 points off the bench.
And look at her. In the 2010 to 2019, that decade, okay, who was the most exciting player to watch in the NBA?
Now here's where things get really interesting. Some WNBA figures are acting like Clark's success is somehow a threat to their league. It's like they're worried she might outshine them before she even steps on a WNBA court. You've got comments flying around about how college success doesn't always translate to the pros, or how the WNBA is a whole different ball game. But here's the thing, this isn't just about basketball skills. Clark's bringing something extra to the table. She's got this electric presence on the court that's drawing in fan hands by the thousands. And let's be real, more eyes on women's basketball is a win for everyone, right? So why the mixed reactions? Well, it's complicated. On one hand, you've got the old guard who've been fighting for recognition in the WNBA for years. They've put in the work, dealt with the low pay and lack of media attention. And now here comes this college kid getting all this hype. You can see why some might feel a little salty. But on the flip side, Clark's success is shining a spotlight on women's basketball like never before. She's not just as breaking records, she's breaking barriers. The kind of attention she's bringing to the sport could be a game share for the WNBA. 2 more viewers mean more sponsors, bigger contracts, and maybe even the kind of recognition these players have been fighting for all along. And let's not forget, Clark's still in college. Imagine the boost she could give the WNBA when she finally joins the league. We're talking about potential new fans, increased ticket sales, and maybe even more prime-time TV slots. That's the kind of impact that could lift all boats in women's basketball. While the debate rages on, an unexpected voice joins the fray. Ever wonder what happens when a business mogul weighs in on basketball drama? Patrick Bet-David's take on Clark's record-breaking performance is shaking things up in ways no one saw coming. Patrick Bet-David isn't your typical sports commentator. He's a self-made millionaire entrepreneur and founder of Value Attainment, a media company that's all about success in business. So why is he getting so worked up about a college basketball game? Well, it turns out Bet-David sees something in Caitlin Clark that goes way beyond just putting the ball through the hoop. Bet-David's fired up, and he's not holding back. He's calling out the WNBA for what he sees as a major missed opportunity. In his view, Clark isn't just a great player, she's a once-in-a-generation talent who could revolutionize women's basketball, and he's frustrated that some in the WNBA seem more focused on protecting their turf than embracing this potential game changer. You might be thinking, what's got Bet-David so convinced? It's not just Clark's skills on the court, though those are impressive enough. It's her star power, her ability to draw crowds and viewers like no one else in women's college basketball right now.
There is some incredible things going on with Caitlin Clark. The NCAA championships for women's got more viewership than the NCAA championship for men. Right. Mm-hmm. But there's one thing that she does that's duplicatable. Okay? So check this out. To me, it's not just shoots the ball.
Bet David sees this as a golden opportunity for the WNBA to grow its fan base and finally get the recognition it deserves. But here's where things get really interesting. Bet David isn't just talking about basketball. He's talking about business. He sees Clark as a potential gold mine for sponsors, advertisers, and the league itself. In his view, the WNBA should be rolling out the red carpet for Clark, not throwing shade. Bet David's not mincing words. He's calling on the WNBA to step up its game too. Recognize and nurture talent like Clark's instead of feeling threatened by it. He's arguing that this kind of star power is exactly what the league needs to break through to the mainstream and start competing with the big boys of professional sports. And you know what people are listening? Bet David's take is resonating with fans who've been frustrated with the WNBA's slow growth and lack of media attention. They're seeing Clark's success as a potential turning point for women's basketball as a whole. But it's not just about Clark. Bet David's making a bigger point about how we value talent in sports regardless of gender. He's challenging the idea that men's and women's sports should be treated differently, arguing that star power is star power, period. This isn't just talk either. Bet David's putting his money where his mouth is, using his platform to amplify Clark's achievements and call for change in how women's sports are marketed and supported. He's sparking conversations about equity in sports, about recognizing and reward sporting talent wherever it shows up. And here's the thing on BET, David's voice carries weight. He's not just some random guy shouting opinions on the internet. He's a successful businessman with a track record of spotting opportunities and turning them into gold. When he talks about the potential he sees in Clark and women's basketball, people in the business world sit up and take notice. Bet David's fired up. But he's not the only one feeling the heat. This isn't just about one player or one game anymore. We're looking at a potential seismic shift in women's basketball. The question is, are you ready for what comes next? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. Caitlin Clark's record-breaking performance isn't just a personal win, it's a game changer for women's basketball as a whole. We're talking about the kind of moment that could reshape the entire sport. Think about it. Clark's not just breaking records. She's breaking barriers. Her achievement is lighting up social media, grabbing headlines, and getting people talking about women's basketball in a way we haven't seen before. It's like she's opened a door, and now everyone's wondering what's on the other side. So, what does this mean for Clark's future? Well, her WNBA draft prospects are looking pretty sweet right about now. Teams are probably already strategizing on how to snag her. But it's not just about where she'll play, it's about the impact she'll have off the court too. We're talking endorsement deals, sponsorships, maybe even her own shoe line. Clark's not just a player, she's a brand in the making, and that kind of star power, it could be exactly what the WNBA needs to level up. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark's success isn't just changing things for her, it's potentially changing the game for every female athlete out there. Suddenly young girls watching at home are seeing what's possible. They're dreaming bigger, aiming higher. You might be wondering, could this really change how people view women's sports? Well, let's look at the numbers. Clark's games are pulling in NFL-level viewership. That's not just impressive, it's groundbreaking. It's proof that when given the spotlight, women's sports can draw just as much attention and excitement as men's. This could be the tipping point that sponsors and advertisers have been waiting for.
We own a WNBA team. You know what we're doing right now? We're sitting there, we're like, man. Of what I thought, who gave the best feedback on this Caitlin Clark thing? Mm-hmm. Tom, are we? Sage, guys, we're the board. What are we going to offer this girl?
Better be a lot.
More eyeballs mean more money, and more money means better resources, higher salaries, and more opportunities for women in sports across the board. But it's not just about the money, it's about respect, it's about recognition, it's about finally giving women's sports the platform they deserve. Clark's achievement is forcing people to sit up and take notice. It's challenging old assumptions about what women's basketball can be. And let's not forget the ripple effect as more people tune in to watch Clark play. They're discovering other talented athletes in the process. It's like she's holding the door open, inviting fans to explore the whole world of women's basketball. This moment could be the catalyst that pushes women's sports into the mainstream for good. We're talking prime time TV slots, major sponsorship deals, packed arenas, the kind of attention that could turn the WNBA from a niche league into a major player in the sports world. But here's the thing, it's not guaranteed. This is a pivotal moment, and what happens next depends on how the league, the media, and the fans respond. Will they embrace this opportunity for growth, or will old habits and biases hold them back? So, what's next for women's basketball? Caitlin Clark's record-breaking game, the WNBA's mixed reactions, and Patrick Bet-David's fiery take have set the stage for a potential revolution in the sport. Will Clark's star power translate to the WNBA? Can the league capitalize on this momentum to grow its fan base and attract more sponsors? And how will other players respond to this new era of women's basketball? These aren't just questions for the pros to figure out. As fans, we've got a role to play too. By tuning and showing up to games and talking about women's basketball, we can help shape its future. The ball's in our court now. How will you help write the next chapter of women's basketball history?